Hello Virgo, thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot of Mystical Moments by Katrin Wells Stein. If you can see it well enough. There's a website for them. GamesInc.com? USGamesInc.com? Just sneeze. Yeah, USGamesInc.com. It's a freeze frame there, in case I'm saying it wrong. Just use what's on the box there. If you want to. Supportive Oracle Cards. Spellcasting Oracle Cards by Flavia, Barbara, and Lisbeth. There's their full names. There's also a website for them, shewhoisart.com. There's other websites there too, so if you want to freeze frame and use any of that information, feel free to do so. Alright. What do we got for Virgo? The energy's kind of okay. I don't know, what do we mean by that? Like, kind of okay. Alright, so you got the Hanged Man showing up here. I feel like that's why we're saying it's kind of okay. Kind of like, nothing's really changing, but am I upset about that? I don't know. Nothing really exciting's happening, but is that bad? I don't know. Maybe that's fine. Kind of maybe no news is good news type thing. You're comfortable. It seems like life is just kind of like I'm just kind of floating here. I'm doing what I need to do. Like, I don't know how to explain this. Like, you're active. You're doing what you do, but there's nothing out of the ordinary. Things make sense. Maybe things are a little bit humdrum. There's opportunity for things to advance to the next level here. The question is, do you want to do that? Somebody has ideas. Somebody wants to do something different. You could be a part of this. But I'm questioning, do I want to be? There's a very good social connection with this person. Three of Cups. It's very, like, muted. I don't know how to explain this. The energy is very muted. Kind of like, yeah, I see it. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with it. There's no I don't feel any negative energy here. Not that we want it. Not for nothing. But, you're considering, and there's a good connection. You're considering, do I do it? Do I not do it? I think what you're heading for, if this is hitting, you're kind of looking like you're going to possibly pass a good thing up. But I feel like they're saying, maybe it's better if you don't. Somebody has a lot of ideas. Somebody, like, I feel like I'm looking at somebody and they have a lot of talk, a lot of ideas, a lot of thoughts. But it's kind of like, well, to make that happen, somebody needs to stabilize it. Do I want to do that? You will get a great payoff from doing this. Something really good here is in front of you. But it's definitely kind of like you have to bring yourself into it. You're definitely a valued piece if you come in. You know, people will definitely value you. You will get what you need out of it. You'll be very happy with it. But I'm kind of feeling like, you know, it's like you're hearing friends or family talk about a trip they're going to go on. And if you go and just kind of find out what they're talking about, you know you'll be invited, and you will be invited. But it's kind of like you're stepping back, like, do I want to get involved in that conversation? Do I want to be invited? They're saying this is something really good that actually could be a lot of fun. And it's kind of like the advice is to, like, yeah, go search it out and get yourself involved with it. This is good. This is a good piece of life. This is one of those moments where, you know, there's a lot of things to be done, but where I'm going to feel like I'm glad I was a part of it. I'm glad I was able to be a part of this situation. I'm glad I was included. There's a lot of work, too. Whatever it is, it's going to take a lot to make it happen. But you guys, Virgo's good for getting things done. And it's like you are also, I could be wrong, but I think Virgo is very good at, like, okay, there's a lot to get done. Let me just kind of like look at what needs to be done. When does it need to be done? How much has to be done in this amount? You'll chop it up in the necessary pieces. You'll get it done. and you'll organize it and categorize it the way it needs to be done to get it done well without it driving you crazy. So for example, maybe it's just a big trip and it's gonna be a week and a half, maybe 9 days, 7 to 9 day trip, and there's all these things that have to be planned, and all the money has to be got together, and everybody, you can handle that. You'll just be like, all right, well, this week, well, let's make sure we can get the time off. Next week, let's see what we need to do with the money. Week after that, what else do we need to book? Let's make sure everything just lines up the way we need to. And I'll handle it in pieces. We'll do the most important pieces first, and then we'll just take care of piece by piece. You got this. This is literally not hard for you, even though there's a lot to get done for you. It's not hard. It's just not, because you'll cut it up into pieces and I'll just handle it piece by piece. I'll be fine. I can completely respect if somebody's like, I have to get this all done today. I feel like you'd look at that like, oh, well, good luck with that. But it might be a mess. You might get it all done, but it's probably going to be a mess. If you want it done right, you should take your time and spread it out. That's the Virgo energy I'm kind of connecting in with there. This is something I feel like they're saying, don't pass it up. I feel like they're saying you're going to stagnate yourself out of a reward, is what they're saying. Which, it's interesting, because it's like, if you don't want to do it, okay, cool, then don't do it. But what they're saying is, in hindsight, you're going to be you're going to hear about everybody else having a lot of fun, and you're going to wish that you got in on it. I feel like it's going to be one of those. And if you do get in on it, you're going to be like, I'm glad I did it. I'm going to be very happy with myself for doing it. Talent there is telling me you add a piece to this that other people can't. That is really, you add value to the situation. You definitely do. But I'm worried because you got the Six of Swords saying you could end up passing this up. It's right there. It's you have to go forward. You have to be the one. If you choose, you're good to the end. If you go, if you commit to it, if you say you're going to do it, then you're going to do it. That's how it is. Because I feel like once you move forward, you got the King of Wands energy, but what I'm getting is once I've committed, I just keep moving forward. I'm tending to the fire. I'm adding to it, and it gets really busy. But by the time you get up to speed, it's not hard for you. I'm getting this really isn't hard for you. Whatever it is, I feel like it looks really hard to other people, but you work yourself up to speed, and once you're there, you're like, yeah, I got it. I know what I'm doing. I'll get it done. I know what I'm doing. It's fine. There's more here. I'm just trying to figure out what else we're saying, because you got the Wheel and the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is very compatible for Virgo. It's telling me that you're valued. You're going to feel the love. It's not just loving it, because I feel like you will very much enjoy this and be very happy with it. It's feeling loved. It's feeling that appreciation. It's kind of this is a really good connection for you. I don't feel like Virgo often, well, I shouldn't say that. I know that definitely Virgo just tends to be that backbeat that keeps the song on point. Sometimes you guys tend to be the backbeat that keeps everything else in line and makes the whole song work. And sometimes people don't notice you. You're going to be noticed this time. But I feel like when you're noticed, it's not uncomfortable. I feel like I'm happy and it's not embarrassing. It's a positive kind of I'm so glad you came. I'm so glad you helped us with this. And they're not just looking for you to do everything. They're working with you, kind of I need this done. And you're doing it, and they're like, let me help you, Virgo. Thank you for doing this, and let me help you, Virgo. I'm getting that type of appreciation. I'm so glad you came. Let me help you do this. That type of energy. It's all about you deciding what you're going to do, though, because you got the Two of Pentacles. It's a long-term commitment. I get that. Long-term, and it's not going to happen in a month. It's going to take a while before you hit that point that you're looking to hit, that goal. This is very compatible, too, by the way. You got the Hermit with the Truth. One of the things, it's coming through as talent, and that you probably have other talents you're adding into this, just to be fair. I mean, it's a general read. There's a lot going on. But you're adding in this solidifying of the base. When I'm getting the Hermit with the Truth card, it's kind of all right, we want to do all that. There's a lot here. And I feel like when you step in, you're like, okay, that looks great. That's nice. And a lot of this can happen. But if we really want to have the best out of this, let's look at the reality here. We got to do this first, and we put this on top of it. We can do that. What lines up with these two things? Because if you got 2 things over here and you got 5 things over there, that's not really realistic. We can't start over here and then jump over there and jump back. That's not going to work. So let's stay in line with what we need to do. Let's stay in line with things that add up here. Because I feel like you're kind of like reeling it in, kind of like, yeah, this can be great, and most of this we can do, but we got to choose like over here or over there. And then wherever we choose from, build from there, and we can have a lot in that spot. Like, we can't live in Alabama and New York every day. We can't live our daily lives in both places every day. You stick in either Alabama or New York. Where are you gonna stay? You can't take a plane back. Well, unless you're extremely rich, you can't just keep taking planes back and forth every day. It's not gonna work. So you're kind of like, where are we gonna stick, and build from there. You're helping this solidify. You bring a lot more. Like, it's a good situation. You adding into it makes it better. It's just kind of like, all right, stick here. All right, what matches up here? This matches up. That matches up over there. We can't. That's not going to work over here. So let's leave that there. Maybe another time for that. I feel like we're playing that game too. Maybe another time for that. We'll keep that on the back burner. Maybe for another time. But for this time, this is what fits over here. Maybe another time for that. I feel like you're going to be real good. Things seem to work out very well for you. But I'm getting right off the bat again. You got to choose if you're going to be a part of it. It's either I'm going to get into it and I'm going to go forward with it, or I'm going to walk away and I'm not. I don't feel like I have really the ability to really change my mind later. Possible, but it feels like it's easier to choose yes now than it is to choose yes later. Like, now would be the easiest time to get in on it. If you try to get in on it later, I just feel like it's less likely, if that makes sense. Still possible, less likely. Anything else? I think we're good. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for purchasing a reading, and you have a good day. Oh, wait. You didn't purchase a reading. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com, James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Donation information is below if you're interested. Thank you for watching. If my brain can get in the right mode here. Thank you.